I did it again. I had a stressful meeting, so I went to a quiet room. I tried that breathing exercise everyone talks about. In for 4 seconds, hold for 7, out for 8. I just felt worse. My heart was still racing, but now I also felt like a failure for not being able to calm down. Why doesn't it work for me?
Because the goal isn't to calm down.
What? That's the entire point, to stop feeling stressed.
Most people think stress is the problem. They feel it, and their immediate instinct is to fight it, to make it go away. But the real problem is the fight itself.
I don't understand. If I don't fight it, it will just take over.
Let's think about a fire alarm. The sound is loud, unpleasant, disruptive. Is the alarm the problem?
No, the fire is the problem. The alarm is just telling you about it.
Exactly. Stress is not the fire. Stress is the alarm. It's a physical sign that your system is paying close attention to something it thinks is important. It's not good or bad. It's just a signal.
Okay, a signal, but it's an incredibly loud one. I can't think or focus when that alarm is going off in my body. I need to turn it off.
And what happens when you try to force the alarm off? You run around trying to find the switch, getting more and more frustrated with the noise. Your attention is on the noise, not the potential fire.
Right, I'm just fighting the sound.
The attempt to silence the signal is what creates the feeling we call anxiety. It's the struggle against the feeling, not the feeling itself.
So if I shouldn't try to turn it off, what should I do? Just let it keep ringing?
First, you just have to notice that it's ringing, without judgment.
What does that mean, without judgment? It feels bad. That's a judgment.
Imagine you are the pilot of an airplane flying through a storm. There is turbulence, rain, wind. The instruments are flashing.
That sounds like my average Tuesday.
Does the pilot become the storm? Is the pilot made of wind and rain?
No, of course not. The pilot is flying the plane through the storm.
Yes, the pilot notices the weather. He doesn't judge it as bad weather. He sees it as the current condition. He has to accept it to navigate it. Most people think they are the storm. They merge with the feeling of stress. The first step is to create a little space, to realize you are the pilot, not the storm. From that space, you can simply observe what is happening.
Observe my heart racing? Observe my hands feeling a bit shaky? It feels passive, like I'm just letting it happen to me.
Does a pilot passively let a storm happen? No. The pilot is incredibly active, but not by fighting the wind. They are holding the controls steady. They are focused on their instruments. They are paying attention to one stable thing while the chaos happens around them.
So what are my instruments? What do I focus on?
People believe they need to empty their mind to be calm. This is almost impossible. The mind is made to think.
Exactly. I sit down to breathe and my mind just lists all the things I'm stressed about. It makes it worse.
Trying to force your mind to be empty is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It takes enormous effort and eventually it will shoot up with even more force. You don't need an empty mind. You need a place to put your attention, something to hold on to while the storm passes. You need an anchor.
An anchor?
Yes, it doesn't stop the waves, but it stops the boat from being carried away by them. For most people, the easiest anchor is a physical sensation. It could be the feeling of your feet flat on the floor, the weight of your hands in your lap, or the air moving in and out of your nose.
So the breathing exercise.
The point was never the special numbers, 4, 7, 8. That just adds pressure to do it right. The point was to give your attention an anchor, the physical feeling of air. That's it.
So when I was focused on getting the numbers right, I was adding more pressure, more struggle, another way to fail.
Precisely. The goal isn't to breathe in a special way. It's to notice the feeling of your own breathing just as it is.
Okay, this is making some sense, but it still feels theoretical. If this is all true, why does everyone, even very smart people, get caught in this trap? I have a real deadline, a difficult client. The alarm is ringing for a reason. Observing it doesn't change my deadline.
You are right, it doesn't. But the way we respond to the alarm changes everything. Let's look at what is actually happening in the body. When the alarm rings, your body prepares for a threat. Your muscles get tight. It's an automatic physical reaction. We can call this tension.
I know that feeling. In my shoulders, my neck.
Most of us don't even notice this tension until it becomes pain. We live with it. This constant low-level physical tightness keeps the alarm system switched on. It whispers to your brain, we are still in danger. So the brain keeps looking for threats to explain the tension. That difficult client, that email you need to send, the cycle continues. The body feels tight, so the mind looks for a reason. The mind finds a reason, so the body stays tight.
It's a loop.
Exactly. And we can't think our way out of it because thinking is part of the loop. But we can feel our way out.
By using an anchor.
Yes, let's connect the ideas. The deadline triggers the alarm, the initial signal. This creates physical tension in your body. Your mind starts racing, becoming the storm. The old way is to fight the storm in your mind, to argue with your thoughts, to force yourself to calm down. This just creates more tension. The new way is to step back, become the pilot, and observe. You feel the storm, but you are not the storm. Then you find your anchor. You place all your attention on one simple physical sensation.
Like my feet on the floor?
Perfect. What does the floor feel like? Is it hard? Soft? Is it cool or warm? Are your shoes tight? You just notice. You don't try to change anything.
And what's my mind doing while I do this?
It will wander 1,000 times. It will go back to the deadline, the client. That is what minds do.
So I am failing.
No. The moment you notice your mind has wandered, that is the success. That is a moment of awareness. You don't get angry with your mind. You just gently guide its attention back to the anchor, back to your feet on the floor.
Ah, so the exercise isn't to have a perfectly focused mind. The exercise is the process of noticing I'm lost and coming back.
That is the entire practice, coming back. Every time you do that, you are strengthening the pilot. You are teaching your system how to restore its own balance. You are letting the natural state of calm return by itself, simply by stopping the fight.
Okay, so let me see if I have this. When I feel that familiar tightness, the tension, that's just a signal. It's not the real problem.
Correct. My instinct is to fight it in my head, but that just makes the storm worse. Instead, I need to observe what is happening. Notice the thoughts, notice the physical feeling, but from a slight distance.
Yes, as the pilot.
And to help me do that, I use an anchor. I put all of my focus on something simple and physical, like my breath or my feet. Not to make the stress go away, but just to hold my attention steady.
Precisely.
And when my mind wanders, the goal isn't to be frustrated. The goal is to notice and gently bring it back. That process, over and over, is what helps my system restore itself.
You've described it perfectly. It's not a 5-minute trick to beat stress. It's a 5-minute practice of changing your relationship with it. The fight is the problem, not the feeling.
And you can only win a fight by refusing to participate.
It feels strange. The goal isn't to feel good.
The goal is just to feel, to notice what is already here, without adding a second layer of struggle on top of it. The calm comes as a result, not as the goal.
So all this time I wasn't fighting stress. I was just fighting myself.